amazing to visit the orphan feeding programme and see how the project is really helping to feed into something the Mothers Union is doing in this area to support hundreds of orphans and child-headed homes. And they come together on Saturdays and they feed them, they play with them and they pray with them and they teach them. And these children as well have got their own farm plot which they're learning. Even while they're children, they're being taught the principles of farming and how to do what they're going to have to do in the future. They're going to have to grow their own food. And in fact probably they're doing it now, and the project is enabling them to do it more and better, so that they're growing what they need to live on.
I'm the project manager based in the UK for the Maseno project, and I've been working for the project for the last 4.5 years and since its inception. And the things that I really love about this project are seeing people empowered to do the things of the kingdom, and that goes both ways. And it's people who are here, seeing them empowered, people learn to pray for others, and they see the sick healed. And that goes from children from a very young age of about 7 or 8 right up to the oldest of grandmothers. And one of the other things I really enjoy is when teams come to visit, that people are empowered also to see the things of the kingdom, and helping people along that journey of discovering the fullness of kingdom power and seeing God working in people's lives in such a powerful way.
We have seen many people coming to church because they have something to give to the church. They have good food, enough food in their homes. They are very healthy. When they come to church, they know that after the church, they'll go and eat some food at home. But when we had no field schools or farm school, we did not expect people to come to church because they don't have what they eat. They go and look for the food to eat. But nowadays, they just come to the church because they know the food is there. The percentage has raised from maybe 4% to almost 50%. That which means we are now expanding as we go. Now we can get that in the first days we had only even 20 people coming to church, but nowadays you can get 100 in the church because of they have enough to eat and what to give to the church.
My name is Phoebe. I am Mothers Union representative. I'm proud of the Patrick's group, since Patrick gave us a lecture on how to pray for people and heal. We have seen some. For example, we had Mama Teresa who had malaria, and when we prayed, she gave the testimony that she had felt well. And also another mama, I've just forgotten the name, she also said she had been feeling well since we were praying for her. So I feel that program was good and well.
Here now, roughly 4 years after the project started, it's absolutely obvious that the project is working. The farms are changing, the farmers themselves are learning more and more new skills, even in their second and third and in some cases their fourth year. Many of them developing new alternatives like market gardening, horticulture for cash crops, and even the spread of crops that they're growing for their own nutrition as well as to sell in the markets is diversifying enormously. And they're now actually returning to very traditional African crops with drought-resistant plants like cassava, which are very nutritious, pest-resistant and so on, so that they are actually producing far better quality food from their farms as well as greater quantity.
HIV.
Yeah?
I'm positive.
You're positive?
Yeah.
Has anyone prayed for you?
No.
To become negative?
No.
We'll pray for you in a moment. Just show Chris here what you're cooking.
We are cooking. Yeah, this is our work. We have volunteered the children's. They are orphans.
I don't think that the project is just about growing more crops. I think there's an entire transformation of the community happening. I think it's empowering the people, it's giving them hope, it's transforming their entire community in this area, and it's a magnificent thing to see.
And so more and more of you could receive good news. Not just somebody coming to preach to you. Even though we need the Word of God. But for practical things that make a practical change in our lives. And I want to say again to you, my brothers and sisters, it blesses me every time I come here to see you. What difference have you seen happen now for the diocese, or this part of the diocese, through the project being here?
There's a big improvement. Giving has improved, and even some of the young people and even some old men who are going to look for white-collar jobs in Nairobi and other towns, they have now come back because they have seen what the project is doing to their families. So there's a big improvement. The tithes is improved, and even the quota payment is also doing well.
Right.
Yes.
And do you think people are changing in the community as a result of this, in terms of their community relationships, the way even the expression of the wider church here in the community?
Of course, yes, people have changed, because the way they used to relate sometimes back before we started the project is different from the way they are not relating now, because they meet together, they pray together, and they share their views together. Right. So there's a big change.
It's easy when you come to Africa to come to the conclusion that these problems are too big for us to solve and to surrender to them. But when you come and see this sort of project and the effect it has on this community, you realize that you can actually make a significant difference to a number of people. And if you can mobilize more communities of this size, you can multiply that effect. It's very gratifying.